Good evening, everybody. Sorry I'm running a little bit late again tonight. Let me just get up this and see if there's a notification. I also have Sandra, Andrea, Jill. Need to put up my names. How's everyone doing? Jill, Sandra, and I think it's the same people that did the car box as well. How are we all doing there, lovely ladies? Jill, Andrea. I know when it hides comments. Andrea, Sandra, Jill. Yeah. Wow. Double the opportunity of winning, ladies. Okay, let me close that. Close that. Right. Let's see. Have we got a notification? Did we get a notification, ladies? Oh, good. That I'm pleased. I did notice your post, Alison, that you were better than yesterday. Hopefully each day you just feel better and better. Hey Heidi, hi Lisa. Thank you for joining me, ladies. Sorry, I've been listing some things from my mum's on Trade Me and got a bit carried away. It takes so long. Like I spent ages taking photos and now I've got to spend ages listing it. So, and I can only list 50 at a time, so it's a bit of a pain. But anyway, what I thought would be quite cute today is to use, seeing as it's getting close to Easter, and you know, you might want to give little gifts to friends or children that you know, or children's teachers, or yeah, so I thought what would be quite cute is to show you how to make a really quick, easy box. And I'm going to use this one, I think, which is super cute. I'm going to show you, hi Sandra, no notification. I know, I wonder if Facebook has changed that. Yeah, I had to also go through and delete a lot of my Google Photos because it just was clogging up my well, using most of my storage. So I went through and deleted a whole stuff so that I could list it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it with DSP, and I'm going to show you how to do it with cardstock. Cardstock is easy, so we'll start with that one first. Now this is, the instructions are in the name. It's called a 2468 box, which means you can make it as tall or as short as you want, and it will make a little square box about that big. All right, so when I say 2468, it is in inches, but you can just notice that that's a really grainy picture. Has it got any better? Oh, hang on, maybe it's because my lights are not on. I don't know if it's getting any better. So I've got a piece of A4 cardstock. You can make it bigger if you want to. You could go this way if you wanted a bigger box and go. No, that wouldn't work. You'd need a 12 by 12. You go 3, 6, 9, 12 and make it 3 inches. So I'm going to make this 5. So cutting my A4 piece of paper at 5 inches, which is 13.7. Oh, thanks Lisa. It just looks a little bit weird on my screen. Okay, so we've got our cardstock is 8 1/4 inches, which is perfect for this. Hi Andrea, which is perfect for this little box. So we're going to turn it sideways and get our blade out of the way, and we're going to just score at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches. See, super easy. and then you can pull out your blade and go down to 8, or you can flip it round. Now when you, not that one, the scoring blade. Now when you do 8, you'll end up with this little tab here. Which is how it's all going to come together. Now what you also want to do, which you need to kind of think about when you're making your box as to how tall you want it, you want to come up and about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter, because you want it to overlap and catch. So we'll go an inch and a quarter. Is that where I've got it? Yeah, an inch and a quarter. Alright. Then you can do like a bit of a quarter of an inch up the top there, or you can leave it as it is. So let's start with just scoring our bottom score mark. Let me move this out of the way. It's not really a great surface to work on. And then we're going to just score all our score lines. Now obviously this last one is going to be a little bit trickier because it's only a really narrow piece. Alright, so we're going to score all of those, and then with our snips we're going to, now this is where I like to ever so slightly miter the corners, so I'm taking out that much. It's not much at all, but it just makes the connection a little bit easier when you're trying to put it together. Now I've just realised that I don't have tear and tape, so I'm going to have to just use other double-sided tape for this. I recommend not using glue. And we're going to just take this little tiny tab off the bottom, like so. Now, if you could make these, if you wanted to put like 4 little mini eggs in it, you could make it smaller. You don't have to make it that tall. This is where you decorate it first. Now, I didn't have stamps out. Let's see. I don't really have any Eastery stamps, so let's go with some flowers, and I'm just going to do tone on tone, so that is Highland Gorgeous Grape, not Highland Heather. Highland Heather is a lot lighter. Alright, so let's start with these beautiful little poppies down here. I'm going to pop that on there. I need to get some scrap paper. I recommend you don't fold these tabs under if you're going to stamp across there. Also, if you're going to stamp it, do it before you do your folding. But otherwise you're going to get a ridge. So keep it all really flat. And if you're using a big stamp like me, then we're going to sit it so that it kind of sits at the bottom. Make sure you get a really nice even pressure. Oh, that's good. All the way. Oh, that's actually really pretty. It's a very pretty stamp, this one. Sorry, I've just moved it out of the... There we go. And then maybe that one. And we're just gonna, should have probably done this one first, but never mind. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, it's painted poppies. It's kind of really overlooked a little bit, so I've just used this one and this one. These ones are really nice too, and then this is the splodge that you can do like a watercolour look over it. Let me move those out of the way. There we go. Not really Eastery. You'll be able to use it and make a box, Alison, and it won't have to be, like, it doesn't have to be Easter. It could be anything. It could be get well or have a lovely break. Right, I have to order some tear and tape, as I've already said. So please excuse the fact that I'm not using proper tape. We're just going to put some tape in there. It's going to be too big. So let me cut this down. I was a bit worried that this wasn't going to be sticky. It's been on the desk for a while, but it actually is quite sticky. So, and I can pop it in. Okie dokie. So, what we're going to do is pop that to the side. When we use double-sided tape or tear and tape, make sure that we are burnishing the tape down, as that will make it easier to get the backing off. I'm going to move my bin. So now, I find the easiest way to do this is to fold it so that it is in the middle like so. You can see my tape there, and then you've got these sections, obviously, because we've made them all 2 inches are nice and equal. So we're going to just bring that over to the middle, and you end up with this little box here. Then we're going to pop our 2 pieces in. So let's see how much of an overlap there is. And I'm just going to pop that there. What I like the best about tear and tape is you don't have to use scissors to cut it. This one's got that real plasticky backing, so it makes it a bit harder to pull off. How many lovelies watching? 7 lovelies on tonight. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies. Joining me. Alright, so I'm going to pop that in there, and I'm going to get my end here, and I'm just going to pop that. You're not going to see what's in there anyway, so you just want to make sure that that's really nice and pressed down. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. Now, my cutting, when I was measuring it, wasn't very even, so just fix that up so that you don't have an overhang over the side, like so. There we go, a little bit. Yep. So this one has got some tape on it. Let me just pop a little bit more tape on it. Get it out of the way. Just going to burnish that so it comes off. Really doesn't want to come off. No, it's on the sticky side, and that didn't end up in the bin. That's annoying. Okay, so then we've just got that. We can press down because we've got that inside piece, and we want to go across that way. Make sure. Alright, so we have this nice little box. You can use it just like that. If you use some vellum, great for tea light candles. Not the real ones, but the electric tea light candles are great for that. I actually had them at a birthday party, and we just made a whole lot of these and put the tea lights in and put them around on the tables outside. Really quite sweet. To make this into a little gift box, I tend to go with the side that it's got, that you can see that, because it kind of blends it. All you're going to do is just pop your fingers on the side like this. Oh, that was so nice. That was so nice. That's okay. I've just popped the bottom on, just with some double-sided tape. Now we're going to, you can either, I find it easier this way, but you could go that way if you have a little bit, feel you have a bit more control. You're just going to kind of push that gently, and then you're going at the top, and then you're going to pinch in between your fingers. I'll hold my hand up so you can see what's happening, and then you're just going to pinch those two together. Alright, and then just give it a little bit of a, you're just going to make it work. With cardstock, it's a little bit of work, just to kind of get it in place, like so. Alright, and then you can either use, where are they? Where are they? I had some mini ones. Some of these you could use a little ball gel clip, and I actually had some little mini ones which would have been perfect. So you can pop that on, decorate this up with some designer series paper, some ribbon or some bows, and then it's easy for them to get into. Or you can use a hole punch. Now, let me just grab my hole punch. I know that not everyone has a handheld punch that will punch those little eyelets. Whoops. So, if you have a handheld punch or a crocodile puts holes in but then also sets rivets. You could use brads, definitely. And they've gone again. Oh. You could use your pokey tool to poke holes through and pop your brads through. Brads could be a little bit messy if they're for little children. They could end up hurting themselves. What I like to do is I actually use my crocodile, and that actually punches a hole in there. If you don't have one of those, you can just use your standard hole punch. It might be a bit tight getting it in, but pop it in like so and punch through. Oh, that went a little bit further out than I thought it was going to do. Let me move this out of the way. So let me do the same thing here. That paper guide is in the way. Okay, so where's my, is it going to go in there? Let's hope. There you go. So you can just use your standard hole punch, and then I've just got a piece of, this is out of the twin pack. It had this is the burlap, stitched burlap, and then there's also the red, which red wouldn't go, so I grabbed this one. And you could tie a bow. And then you've got a cute little box that actually doesn't need a lot of decorating if you've stamped it, or you've got designer series paper, and a bit of ribbon on the top to for it to sit. So that is our 2, 4, 6, 8 box. Super cute. You can make them as tall as you want or as short as you want. Obviously, if it's shorter, I'd probably recommend designer series paper. I did have a piece of designer series paper. How are we going for time? But I don't think I need to go through the whole process with you. Basically, you need, the length is 8 1/4. All right, or 8 8 1/4. If you want a thicker flap, just to kind of make sure it's a bit more secure, I'd go 8 1/2. But you shouldn't need any more than that. If you want your panels wider, you can go 3. So using a piece of Designer Series paper is what you'd need, because you need 12 inches. So as long as you get, you want to go, you just wouldn't have, you'd need to go like 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and then whatever that is. So this is 30 centimeters, 30.5. So if you went 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, so 5, 10, 15, no, that's not right. It's 30 divided by 4. Oh, maths is hard. 30 divided by 4. I'm going to have to use my calculator. 30 divided by 4 is 7 1/2. So if you did 7 centimeters all the way along, you'd get a tab. And it would be slightly bigger. Yeah, but that would make, then the Designer Series paper, you've got the option of 2 different sides. You could, if you wanted to be really flash, you could do 2 panels, 1 Designer Series paper, and have a tab on each one and decorate. You could have 2. You could do lots and lots of things with it. You can also, with this one, this is the 2468 box. I think I've done another one. I'm just trying to remember what it was. And I think it's 1, oops, 1, and then 3, 4, so that's 2, 1, 2 inches, 6, and then I would go about a 1/4 inch. I think somebody's ringing me. I go 6 1/2 and cut it off. So then I'll show you that one. Sorry, I just have to decline a phone call. So then you can get a smaller, narrower box like that. But if you didn't want so much overhanging, like so much width there, if you wanted to fit it into something else, then you could do that one. Alright, but I think this one's quite nice. You can actually fit quite a bit in those, and you can fit those lint balls, a nice good size for those. Ferrero Rocher, any of those really nice yummy chocolates fit really nicely in there. Okay, we've got 4 minutes till 8 o'clock, and I need to bring my friend back. So we don't need a calculator up there. Let me flip over to our names. And Jill, Andrea, Sandra did both. So thank you very much for giving that a go, ladies. They were beautiful. And so we will do 2 draws tonight. Lisa, I haven't forgotten about Sally's. I will bring that for you tomorrow with a catalogue. I just had to cut some more and didn't get a chance. So good luck, ladies. Hopefully you're all watching. And the first winner is, oh, there's 10 watching now. The first winner is Sandra. Yay! Congratulations, Sandra. Have a look. Have a look through the options that I sent to you last time. I think I sent some not long ago to you. And send me what you would like. And our second winner is Jill. Oh, is it Andrea? I spoke too soon. Congratulations, Andrea. Have a look through the options that I sent you also, and I will get those out to you. Hopefully put them in the post on Tuesday evening. So congratulations, ladies. All right, let me flip you. Hopefully you enjoyed making those boxes last week, and you'll enjoy making these. They're quite quick and easy, and like I said, if you've got heaps of designer series paper, great way to use up your designer series paper to put little treats in. They look super cute on people's desks, just a little sweet treat for them. All right, I'm going to leave you lovelies to your evening, to your Sunday evening. I hope everyone is... Sandra, oh, awesome. Thanks, Andrea. Sandra, I will post it to Andrea. That makes it easier if I only have to post one parcel. And I suppose that means you get to see Andrea. That's really nice, because I know that you guys might not see each other now that you're not working together. All right, I've got to go and do some more trade meeting and some planning for tomorrow. And I will see you all on Wednesday evening. Wednesday evening, I'm going to show you another little treat box that might be quite useful and great for using up your DSP as well. All right, bye from me. See you next time. Have a great week. Bye for now.